Young and the Restless spoilers for December 22nd through 26th, 2025 suggest Sally Spectra warns somebody and Kyle Abbott tattles. Be sure to stay around to the end because I have got Christmas week preemptions for you, so you'll know when to tune in and what days you can relax and make cookies. Young and the Restless early spoilers. Sally calls Audra out. All right, as we always do on Early Edition Day, we start with what's coming the rest of this week and then talk about next week. So on Wednesday, December 17th, we've got Sally telling Audra Charles she wishes she'd been at the launch party. And then they talk about Adam Newman hit piece on Jabot. Sally is a little irritated that Audra is so gleeful that the Abbotts are in crisis, and she says she wants Kyle Abbott to suffer. Sally thinks that Audra is fixated on Kyle and thinks that Audra still wants Kyle and says it's a very enemies to lovers vibe. But of course, Audra denies it and vows that she's going to get revenge on Claire Grace Newman and Kyle and says she will never ever be with him. Audra guesses accurately that Jill Abbott is the Abbott.com investor, and Audra worries that Jill will never okay Sally hiring her. She promises to fight for Audra, but says she's got to zip it on the Kyle hate or it's never ever going to happen. Sally tells Audra, let it go or you're going to risk your future. Kyle's confession and Claire's doubts about Victor. Kyle and Claire chat at Crimson Lights, and she says that she missed the launch to spend time with her sister, Katie Newman. And then Claire asks if Jabot is really in trouble, and she figures out Victor Newman behind the hit piece on Jabot. Kyle says there's a lot more that Victor's doing. He tells Claire that her granddad has the AI and is using it against companies, and that's why they had to shut down Jabot's servers. But Claire is giving Victor the full benefit of the doubt and says, oh, he wouldn't do that because it would hurt Summer Newman. But Kyle says Jack Abbott risked everything in his life to get Nikki Newman sober, and Victor is being hateful because of it. And Claire feels responsible because she did push Nikki off the wagon. Remember that vodka IV? Kyle says the Abbotts don't blame her. But the bottom line is they are at risk of losing Jabot, and Victor is to blame even though Claire is skeptical. Nikki's shocking discovery and a stand against Victor. Jack speaks to Nikki and wants to know if she warned Victor about the shutdown. Nikki's horrified that Jack thinks that she would tell him that, but then she does admit she eavesdropped and heard Victor and Adam talking about the Jabot shutdown. Jack says if Nikki had warned him that they knew, this whole mess might have been avoided, and Nikki has a lot of regret about not stopping Victor. Jack asked if Nikki knows where Victor has the AI stored, and Nikki doesn't and says she really can't go asking questions or else Victor will get suspicious. So Jack says that Victor has started a war, and it's about to get ugly. Nikki heads home looking to confront Victor because she's disgusted with all of this. But she finds Claire instead, who is also there looking for her grandpa Victor to ask him about the attacks on Jabot and the Andups. Young and the Restless spoilers, Nikki at her limit. Nikki confirms yes, what Kyle said is true. Victor has the AI and used it on Kane Ashby. And Nikki confirms that's why Jack shut down Jabot, so Victor can't use the AI on them. Claire again is talking about feeling responsible for all this, but Nikki says Victor has hated Jack for a long time. Nikki says she's going to confront Victor and make it clear if Jack loses Jabot, then Victor is going to lose her. She's not going to put up with this. Nikki says she has stayed quiet on too many Victor things over the years and won't do it this time. Nikki calls it unforgivable. Abbott's counterattack and Phyllis's risky deal. Meanwhile, Kyle reports back to Jack that Claire wasn't ready to believe all the bad things that Victor has done to them. Jack says Billy Abbott is going to try and get Phyllis Summers to steal the AI back from Victor. Jack is also planning some public relations and some press releases to clean up the mess. He asked Kyle to catch Summer up on what Victor's been doing and let her know what's at risk. Jack also wants Kyle to talk to Claire about her intervening with Victor. Little do they know, she's already on top of it. Thursday, December 18th, Phyllis makes a deal with Billy. So Victor betrayed Phyllis, didn't keep his word, doesn't care what he promised her, and she's on fire about it. Remember, Jack told Billy to give Phyllis anything she wants if she will steal the AI back. So what will Billy offer? What will it take? I mean, it shouldn't take a lot because Phyllis is very upset. The question is, has Victor put some kind of guardrails around the program where she can't steal it back? Young and the Restless early spoilers. Jack blasts Adam and Chelsea. Later, Jack lets Chelsea Lawson and Adam know they're not going to get away with publishing the speculative hit piece about him. So it looks like Jack may file a libel lawsuit against Newman Media. Adam and Chelsea already talked about how many holes and unproven speculative things were in the hit piece. I mean, it sounds like libel. Summer gets a message from Kyle. So he's doing as Jack asked and letting her know what her granddad Victor is up to. And he tattles that she may lose Marchetti because of her grandfather. Kyle also tells Summer about Victor using Kane's stolen AI software and wanting to target Jabot, and that's why they had to shut it down, and then he attacked because of their preventative move. A dangerous Friday, murder plots and marital mayhem. Friday the 19th, Matt Clark wants 30 detective Annie Stewart to get to Sienna Bacall at the GCAC and handle his cheating wife, aka kill her. Sounds like Matt's going to flip when he realizes the hotel room was a fake lead, and Noah Newman really has Sienna on the Newman Ranch where there's lots of security. Although we all know any bad person can sneak onto the ranch. Nikki and Victor face marriage problems because of Jack. Nikki's going to lay into Victor, and you know anytime she tries to defend Jack, then that just pisses Victor off. So this could get really ugly. Things get dangerous with Nick and Matt. They might end up in a life or death situation, and if they do, I think Nick can take Matt. He did take down Ashlyn Locke. He's taken down a lot of people. Meanwhile, Diane Jenkins asks Michael Baldwin if he will help her on Friday. Christmas week spoilers, preemptions, spiraling anger, and holiday secrets. So the week of December 22nd through the 26th. Right now, Young and the Restless has 4 new episodes scheduled to air, with a rerun on Christmas Day, which is Thursday. Phyllis is angry and spiraling. She's made this deal with Billy, but that's not going to lessen her anger at Victor and Kane, especially since Lily Winters may relent and spend more time with Kane. But the holidays may also be when Lily dips out at Genoa City, saying she's going to visit the kids, because we know Christelle Khalil's maternity leave is starting soon. They can't even hide how big pregnant she is behind purses and flowy stuff. Even if Phyllis gets the AI for the Abbotts, they're all still going to dislike her and blame her for the issues, because she took it from Kane and gave it to Victor knowing full well he would come for them. Then once people find out that she specifically asked for Jabot, boy, she's going to be in the doghouse. Young and the Restless spoilers, Matt is outraged. Matt doesn't get the results he's hoping for from Annie, and is outraged to be thwarted. Michael does want to help Jack and Diane, but knows it could cost him his friendship with Victor Holden. Novak and Audra make a pact to protect their murder secret at all costs. Abbott-Com got off to a shaky start, but they're going to recover. Sally and Billy are quite determined. And Adam faces pushback from Chelsea, who is sick of them doing whatever Victor wants. Christmas Eve, December 24th. Victor and Nikki are reminded of the true meaning of Christmas, and Diane and Jack have a cozy romantic night together. Christmas Day is a presumption that they